So, having problems with the Anycubic again, and like I've said before, I have been running it non-stop for a little short of a year now, and it's been stopping. I thought it was the extruder. I changed the extruder, it did perfectly, and then it, after a couple prints, it started stopping again like it did before I changed the extruder out. Now it won't heat up at all. I'll come over to the preheat. Let me get my phone so I can show you guys video of that. Okay, so here, the screen's a little bit dirty from a year of me touching it. Let's see if I can get close enough to where it is. It's probably going to focus in as soon as I start moving my hand around it. It's going to come to preheat, and then hit PLA. I usually have to hit it a few times for it to come on. It's not doing anything at all. It's not even preheating. So I checked all the wiring. You can see back here I've redone the wiring. Well, I didn't redo it, but I checked every inch of it. Took the little cover off and checked every bit of it. And so now I think I'm gonna crack open the inside here, and I'm gonna go through and see if there's anything on the inside that I'm missing. So the first thing that we need to do is unplug it. Alright. Because I think I have a suspicion of what it is. I hate this. I gotta take this out anyway, so I think what I'm gonna do, I just dropped on my, I'm just gonna cut that off. And then when we preheat it, I'll just pull that out when I get it working again. It's called confidence, people. I used to not know anything about these, and now I've got complete confidence that I'm gonna fix it. I could just call customer service, and if I can't really figure it out, that's probably what I'm going to do. But for now, I'm just gonna, and you can see this wire here. That's for that sensor. I don't use it. I watch my prints close enough that I don't need to see that. I don't need it stopping anything. And not only that, but every now and then the sensor will freak out and it'll stop your print in the middle because it's a sensor. I've said this before too 100 times on this channel. Technology fails, and I had 2 different prints that were 24-hour prints, almost done, and then the sensor freaked out. So that's not good. I had it on this way. It initially goes this way, but if you put it on this way, that part right there covers up that fan. So I flipped it around so that fan wouldn't be covered up. Alright, so we're just gonna eyeball this and see. Braden, you can make whatever noise you want to, buddy. Make sure everything is connected. Have a break inside underneath this heat shrink and not know it. And when I went and checked all the outside wires, I didn't see anything like that. Okay, so this is the power wire that runs around your bed. And so I just move it, you can see it moving up here. I just grabbed it up here, moved it up here, and it's showing me that it's this wire right here. Make sure that it's tight. Just taking this off a little so I can see just the wires. And these are all, I've already changed these out before when I put the new power thing in, power supply. Oh, this should be fine. And sometimes when you do the speed, I mean, it jerks, the whole thing jerks. So it could be things jerking loose, and so going through and making sure that it's all intact, plugged in, and good is actually a pretty important thing to do. And everything seems to be in working order as it is right now. So this ribbon. We'll put it back together and see how it does. Alright, I'm going to take apart this, kind of look under the hood, because that wasn't the problem. Alright, well, it's time to get a hold of customer service. So you can't see my laptop here, but I'll put a screenshot onto the thing. Anycubic sent me a thing on the motherboard they want me to test out. And it looks like that's this one right here. So I'm gonna have to take off this this fan here. I just emailed them last night, super late, and they emailed me back early this morning. So I've said 100 times how good their customer service is, and yeah, it looks pretty dusty in here. Alright, so I need to test. So, got that. I've got to test this. Oh. Try not to slip, trying to keep my hand steady. This is 1011. It says up there 12 volts. Let's do this outside one. It says to do the outside one. Because it says in the screenshot, you guys can clearly see, it says that it should be 12 volts. And here I'll put these on here. You can see right there it says 28, 27, 28. I don't know if you guys can see that. And here it says 28, 27, 28. I'll put this down to 200 because I don't think it needs to be at the 500, but it's still saying 27.6. Then the next one, $27.6, and it says on the screenshot that that should be 12 volts. Try something real quick. So I mean it should be ACV because it plugs into a wall. Direct current is anything that's plugged into a battery. But if I put it on DC, it says 12.9. 12.9. See? So I'm not sure if this should be, I mean, since it's plugged into a wall, I think it should be 12.4 and 12.4. That's on DC. Okay, so let's test this one. Now that's saying 4.3, and that should be 5 volts. Let's do that again. I can't hold this one up and show you. 4.38. This other one is 12.55. Let's test this. Outside to, looks like the top one. Yeah, outside. To the back says 12.55. 4.9. It's supposed to be 5 volts. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, you guys can see my computer here. I've got that's saved. So all I'm going to do is save as Anycubic motherboard. Save. Alright, and then it says, I've got one more thing to test, to check real quick, and I've got to turn this off. I'm going to plug this back in. So the next thing that the email asked was, what is the temperature of the nozzle and hotbed you see on the touch screen? If it's below 10 degrees Celsius, they will not be heated successfully. So, we'll look on here and preheat. And this is, I'm gonna get a picture of this. Alright, now we'll send them an email back. Yes. Pulled, and it's got glue in it to make sure it's intact. It goes around, and it's part of this here. So yes, that is attached. I'm actually going to go through in off camera. I'm just going to unwrap that and make sure that this doesn't have a short in it somewhere. So I'll show you guys that. I'm going to email them back because I've already checked the temperature, see if I could do it individually, and it won't. It also said to test the resistance. I'm not 100% sure how to do that, so I'm going to email them back and ask them real quick. But this is all I can really do right now to show you guys that it's still attached. And I'm going to check that wire a little bit later. Alright, so the email that they sent me back mentioned that blue wire in it, and I showed you guys that just a second ago. And so I followed the blue wire along, and see, this was like hidden under here the first time I checked it, but apparently it's undone, and this, they're saying in the email that it won't heat up because of this wire not heating the bed. So with that not being on the bed, that would make complete sense. Man, that does not want to come off. So all I'm going to do is put some more solder on this. This is that cheap Chinese stuff here. So I'm going to put the flux on it. Do this over the top of the bed because I don't want it to fall. Oh, damn it. I think I got enough on there. Yeah, I do. Just run some solder into there. There we go. There we go. That should be good. I'll take a look at that, make sure that there's no solder between. Make sure that one's not coming off. They should both be ran under here because that green shouldn't be going over the top. Alright, so that should do it. I'm gonna put that back together. Let's see if that fixes it. And I've got to go get some electrical tape for that. This back together, see if it heats up the board. If it doesn't, then I will be emailing them back. Hopefully that takes care of it. Hopefully that's the wire that I'm having trouble with. I did see in a video that you should be replacing the Chinese wire that's on here because it's real thin, it breaks really easy, and that's true. I really should go through and just redo all of this, and I probably will one day. Because you feel this wire here, and I went and got some extra American wire. And you can see this wire here. And now if I move it, it sticks in place. That's because it's tough. Strong wire, and this is just flimsy. So I got this here so I can replace all the wiring here, and I will be getting to that one day. I may make a video on it. If you guys have any questions, I'll point you in the direction where I've seen the video. Boom. And it is repaired. Hopefully some of you guys learned something from this video. So if your Anycubic i3 Mega starts to lose heat, the bed starts going cold. That's basically what mine did. The bed would go cold and then the print would stop every time the bed would go cold. Then it just stopped heating up, preheating altogether. If that's the case, check that blue wire. It all came down to that basically. I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna stop this for now. Oh. Cooling, sorry. I'm gonna stop this for now. Make this video and put it on, and then I've got to get some electrical tape because I'm all out, and I need to wrap that up in electrical tape. And then the thing that this is sitting on it has all of our Christmas stuff in it, so we got to put all of it away. And then I'm going to start printing the rest of the Iron Man, so we're starting right back up right here. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one.